the bar exam. We are accredited. Most real estate and mortgage companies will not deal with a credit restoration company unless you are accredited with NASCO, which stands for National Association of Credit Services Organization. Now, credit is the center of all business and the essence of financial planning. Would you guys agree?
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, let's take a look what are credit scores. Well, credit scores, first of all, they range anywhere from 300 to 850, okay? It's a number that is used throughout the statistical modules and mathematical equations to come up with a credit score of yours. All right, what is a credit report? Well, a credit report is kind of a snapshot of your credit history or your credit worthiness. You know, have you been paying your bills on time? You know, are you late? Are you basically not really keeping up with your payments? Okay, essentially that's what a credit report is. It just kind of looks at your history and determines whether or not you're credit worthy. Now, anybody familiar with the Fair Isaac Corporation? FICO?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to tell you a little history about FICO. Very interesting story. Many years ago, there was a gentleman by the name of William Fair, who's a mathematical genius. This guy's just really into math. He's just an awesome guy. And he met a gentleman by the name of Earl Isaac, okay? So what they did, they came together and came up with a mathematical algorithm or equation to determine how we can, decide whether people are credit worthy. Many years ago, people used to judge you based on your gender, your color, your race, to determine whether or not they were going to give you credit. Okay, now that to me was very unfair because, you know, if you're a good person, you're a hardworking individual, and because you maybe the color of the person's skin, or they're a male or female, you know, they could use any reason they wanted at all to judge you and determine whether they're going to give you credit. They had the power to do that. And I thought that was very unfair. I mean, that's what they thought also, was just very unfair. So what they did, they came together and came up with this mathematical equation collectively so they could come up with a formula to determine if people are creditworthy based on an individual basis as opposed to discriminating on color, race, creed, or what have you. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
Just an awesome story. Now, moving forward, in the 70s, the federal government understood this, and they said that, you know, this makes a lot of sense. We want to use your formula, okay? We need to use your formula, but we're going to put a law in place. The law was the Equal Credit Opportunity Act. That was put in place in the 70s. And what does that say? Basically, to not be able to discriminate against a person because of their color, gender, sex, or what have you. Okay? So I think that was kind of a movement, wouldn't you say? It's an awesome movement because they came together and they understand the value of it. So, as it were, they decided to utilize the